Alright, some updates on my bismuth pouring. Lately, I've been fascinated with the large Buddhas because of a story I saw on Unsolved Mysteries. Unsolved Mysteries is one of my favorite programs as a child, and one of my favorite episodes was about the golden Buddha that President Marcos had confiscated when he was president of the Philippines, and it has disappeared. And the treasure hunter who found it, who had sued Marcos for confiscating his Buddha, mysteriously died a day before the trial, and the Buddha has still never shown up. I think it's been melted down, and every time I get a gold coin from the from after the 1970s, I wonder if it was made from part of the Buddha. And one day, bismuth is going to be worth more than gold, I think, because it actually has many more applications. It's not hoarded like gold, right? So when we looked at the chart on how abundant some of these elements are, only twice as much bismuth has ever been mined relative to gold, but a lot of it has been lost, right? A lot of it has been used in medicine, a bunch of it has been used in nuclear energy, and that is all unrecoverable. Well, the nuclear energy, that isn't even bismuth anymore, right? The stuff that people took as medicine, it might be down the sewer and into our waterways, but at least that may come back, but it will have to be remined again, right? Anyway, so a bunch of it is lost. That isn't the same case with gold, right? People don't generally swallow gold or turn it into other elements. In fact, we look for ways to turn other elements into gold, right? Anyway, so I poured a couple more golden Buddhas. I never got the crystalline shape on the back again. It really takes good control of temperature. This is the first one I poured where I got the crystalline structure. I had to dial the temperature up and down for about 45 minutes, and I'll probably hodl this one rather than sell it. This one, part of the way to get the mold to stay in shape is to put graphite molds all around it to squeeze it into shape. But unfortunately, I think I overdid it on this one, and it's a little bit thinner than the other ones that I have. I'll have to see how it goes at the art show. There's another art show this December, which is why I've been making a lot of these Holy Crosses. I think they'll be really popular during the Christmas time. I also poured a number of Christmas trees. But I'm going to be holding off on buying bismuth for now because there's another huge fire sale in some other metals, which I hope to also pour. This is some silver grains. Now, I tried melting some zinc and copper, and I haven't gotten that right. I want to practice that more before I do the silver, because I really don't want to mess this up. But the other day I was trying to melt copper pennies, and I got my crucible up to, according to the machine, 1,080 degrees, and I held it there for 5 minutes, and when I pulled it out, the pennies were glowing hot, but they weren't molten, so I don't think I held it at the temperature long enough, or maybe it needed to be a little bit higher. I'll have to give that another try. It was kind of a bummer, but I was in a big hurry that day. That's part of that's again the cusp of being single again, or solo-sexual, I should say. That my workplace doesn't really give a shit about me having a continuous couple of days off, or even a few hours off. I'm always trying to rush, and yeah, I could write a book about all the prejudices of being solo-sexual. Anyway, so why the fuck would you? Well, I guess this week silver's at a discount, but normally, why the fuck would you buy silver when you could buy 100 times more bismuth? Actually, I think bismuth might be going down as well. It's just that it's a smaller market, and it takes a longer time for the physical price to adjust to the spot price.